Hello. Wanted to clarify one thing in grading and resizing, um, which I know has confused some people. There are two options under grade tab and the size line and base size. One of them is change base size, which changes which size you're going to see on the screen. And the other one is change base dimensions, which is actually going to resize a piece, even though it's called exactly the same size, it's going to resize it. So if, for instance, we have this pattern, we've been working with size medium. At the bottom here, we can tell these are all size medium pieces. And going forward, maybe we want to work with a size small. We changed fit models or something like that. So we want to see on the screen and measure easily the size small. So we would use the grading tab, like this here, sorry, and base size. And we're going to change the base size. Make sure to choose all the pieces. Use Control to choose one by one. Or you could right click in space and select all, or you can draw a marquee over the whole thing. I can show you that later. But we're going to change the base size, currently medium. We're going to choose small as our new base size. And as we click on it, you can keep an eye on these pieces. They should shrink slightly. Boom. Kind of hard to tell, but they are all blue, which means that they've changed. I like to bring down a piece before I save it. Just bring down a piece of what it used to be. And yes, it did indeed. It was larger before, and it was called medium before. I can see down here on the bottom bar that this was called medium. I'll set it down. And these currently are called small, and they are smaller. I'm going to get rid of this. Whoops, cancel, still in there. There we go. I'm going to right click on this piece and delete from work area to make sure I don't try to save two competing versions. Who knows which one will win? But we want the small one. We want to make sure all of our pattern pieces are small. Whenever you're doing this, you want to first make sure that the pattern truly is graded. So here under grade and view, you can choose all sizes. And then either choose the pieces one by one, like I did before, holding down Control, or you can right click in space and do select all. And then it shows you, yes, these pattern pieces are truly graded. Great. I'm going to exit out of there, cancel. The other one, which is slightly different, is say we want to call it a small, but we want it to be as big as the medium has been in the past. So in that case, we would want to use the size line, base size, change base dimensions. Sorry, let me hide this first. That clear nest is Control H. That's why I think of it as hide. Control H to hide, Control G to show the grading. So here's the pieces the way they are currently, size small. And if I want to keep showing a small, but make it as big as the medium used to be, I would go to base size, change base dimension. I leave this as 0, 0. And this time I'm going to draw a marquee over all of them. I'll tap on one corner. I get my dashed line that's telling me what I'm selecting. And once I have them all inside the dashed rectangle, I can tap on the bottom corner. I've chosen them all. And I say, I want to make it as big as this medium. You know, let's make it as big as the large, just so you can really see the difference. Okay, now I'm going to click on OK. Boom, you definitely saw that one get bigger. It's still called size small, but now it's as big as the large used to be. Super handy if your garments are coming out too small and you say, you know, it doesn't really fit like a small does. If I try on the other sizes in this size run, actually the medium fits more like a small should. So then you take the size small as your base, and then you say use the dimensions of the large, but call it a small. Okay, so that's the difference between base size changing and changing the dimensions, which actually makes the pattern piece larger or smaller, whichever way you want to go. Hope you found that helpful and reduce some confusion next time. See you later.